You know what I like to do? Deep fry your ass and eat you for dinner.
Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. It's your humble host, Big Truck. So, right back at you. Shout out with my man Izzy. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's get this work. Hustle and motivate.
That conversation, it would all leads back to having a family, meaning a wife and children to carry on his legacy. So everything men do in life, I don't care who they are, they can lie to you all they want. Everything men do in their life is to prepare him, to prepare us to be able to afford a family, to take care of a family, to raise our children. You understand what I'm saying? Most men on this planet, that is their goal. Men understand the concept of providing for a woman, his future wife. Men understand the concept, being a good father, being there for your son, your daughter, being in their lives to help raise them to be civilized citizens.
That's why we always try to promote fathers being in the household. There are a lot of fathers out there that aren't giving their flowers, their respect. They love being in a household. You have enough fathers in a household, especially in a black community, a large number of the children will turn out differently. But because you don't have a large number of black fathers in a household, look how a large number of the kids turn out. Meditate on that.
That will grow up to contribute something to the world. Women, on the other hand, are different. Women somehow believe the world revolves around them. They don't have to do nothing for a man. I'm only talking about American women. Because once you go overseas, you will see women overseas are different from American women. Okay? American women feels the world revolves around them. A lot of them feel they don't have to contribute anything. Okay? And a lot of them go into marriage with that mentality. That's why the divorce rate is so high.
I want a husband. Listen, you're not ready. If you right now if a man met you right now where you at, are you ready? Because I'm telling you, from a woman that has been a wife, it's not easy. It's not easy being a wife.
A large number of women, not every, but a large number of women don't know what to do with a good man. And it'd be also safe to say a large number of men don't know what to do with a good woman. But if you are willing to humble yourself and learn, then you can do something.
It's not easy at all. You're running an entire organization right in your home. I'm just, listen, nobody want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Being a wife is not for the weak. It is for the strong and the healed and the patient. And baby, back then, I wasn't any of those things. I'm just going to keep it real. Because I wanted to be a wife so bad that I didn't think about everything that it really took to be a wife. It takes a lot of submitting and a lot of forgiving and a lot of shutting up.
Why it look like she driving with no hands? Ain't that something? Maybe I'm the only one who caught that. All right, let's continue.
Back then, and I wasn't really ready to do that. I wasn't. Because I had a quick mouth, I had a quick temper, and when I get fed up with some shit, oh, everything stops. I stopped cooking, I stopped cleaning, and I stopped. And I'm telling you, as a wife, that's something that you should never stop doing. No matter what's going on in your home, you gotta still cook, you still gotta clean, and you still gotta give up some ass from time to time. You ever gave up some ass while you was mad? You get good at the end of it. But that's not the point, Kendra folk. You're not ready for a husband. You need to be prepared.
So in today's episode, we are going to look at 4 different videos, and each one of them is tackling this conversation about being a good wife, about being a good woman, about being wife material, okay? 4 videos, and we're going to dive into each one of them tackling the same subjects.
You've made a safe place for the truth to be told.
You guys are trying to get worldly women to submit to you, and that's why it's not working. I mean, a wife that submits to her husband is actually just submitted to the Lord.
The reason why I chose to tackle this is to give y'all a different feel, a different look of what it means to be a wife. Okay? And the type of wife that men need in their life versus the type of wives that men do not need in their life. Adult conversation. Let's have it.
A lot of you guys are chasing after money because you believe you'll get submission that way. But when a woman truly has a reverence for God, truly fears the Lord, and wants to walk in obedience with God, she'll submit to her husband because she respects God's order and design of things. See, it's a choice to submit. It's not natural. Actually, our nature is to rebel. So the reason why you have a rebellious woman is because she's living in her nature, she's living in flesh, she's living in sin. But a woman who has died to that and has been born again and raised up by the Lord, she will be submissive because she respects God.
Let me highlight this. Submission. Woman submits to her husband. Husband submits to his wife. As a married couple, all things that they do together for each other.
And a woman that respects God first will respect her husband. Submission is a choice. Everyone chooses to submit. You're choosing to submit to God. You're choosing to follow God every day. God has given us that free will. And so a lot of human nature chooses not to have an upper authority, but that Satan has convinced us that our freedom is to rebel and not to submit to an upper authority. So
feminism was made for white women, not for black women. But what did black women do? Come in and follow what white women did in regarding feminism. Now look what has happened. It spiraled into so many directions to where even when it comes to relationships and marriage, for the most part, a large number of men look away.
Woman is doing what human beings do. And then you're trying to get her to do something where she doesn't even respect God. Woman that says, I don't want to submit to the Bible and all these rules. And then you want her to submit to you? She don't even follow a rule book. She can't read the Bible without getting in her emotions and feeling like it's oppression. So why would she submit to you? She would feel oppressed doing so.
God bless our dear sister. She is absolutely correct. Because a woman that believes in the word of God, a woman that believes in the Bible, a woman that believes in Jesus, a woman that believes in everything that's dealing with God, understands it's not about me. It's not about him. It's about the word. It's about following what the Bible said. You understand what I'm saying? For those women that believe in the Bible, it's about following the laws and everything that's in that Bible.
What did the word of Yeshua say pertaining to marriage? And everything that he said in the word in the Torah pertaining to marriage, you don't see a large number of these women doing. But when you go overseas, you see a large number of those women are doing. When you go to other states, you see a large number of those women that are doing. Let's highlight that.
So when she's submitting, she is submitting to the word of God. You understand what I'm saying? The husband reaps the benefit of her submitting to the word of God. Just like when the husband submits to God, she reaps the benefit of the husband submitting to God. So our dear sister is 100%. But a lot of times, we as men, we're dealing in the flesh. She's fine. She got big booty. She's good in bed. Her head game is off the chain. But we forget about her morals. We forget about her character. We forget about her being wife material, her being a good mother. We forget about all those things, her being easy to get along, her being cooperative, her being kind, being gentle, being supportive. We forget about all those things and we focus on her booty bouncing. That's why a lot of us as men, we always pick the wrong wife because we're looking at the flesh.
Every fucking day. I have a degree. I'm a good woman. I cook, I clean. That is not what a man is looking for. I say this all the time. When a man is at the altar and he's crying with his little cue card for his vows, he's like, you made me a better man and you helped me be a better father. He's saying you're patient, you're kind, you're compromising, you're understanding. That is what the men are looking for, okay?
I'm glad she said that. There was a clip that I came across. I should have used that. But a woman saying if a man expresses how he feels during the marriage and he's crying and he's, he's teary-eyed and he's saying his vow, that woman had the audacity to say that man was weak. And it was a black woman who said that. I'm sitting here like, what the flip? That is weak? Because a man is teary-eyed on his wedding day? Okay.
And I know it's like a catch-22 because yes, attraction is like a baseline, right? But I see, and this is to all of my sisters, all of my black women. Let me tell you this. The job, the degree, and your income is not your currency in life, and you gotta hop off of it. It's such a masculine doggy dog world that you're playing, and I want you to relinquish yourself out of the poverty and the fucking jail of I'm doing good for myself. I'm a high earner. I pay my own bills. Please get off that horse, okay?
When it comes to your degrees, your education, how much money you make and all of that, it's not the only thing. Let me highlight that. It is not the only thing. But what a large number of women do, they lean in with that. And then let that be the thing right there. No, man ain't caring about that. It plays a part because don't no man want to be with a dumb woman. It does play a part, but it's not the only thing. You just can't lean in with that and then say, I am the table. What the fuck? You see how off that is? So
that is not what men want from you, all right? Men want you to be emotionally sound, patient, kind, nurturing. They want to see the wife in you and the mother in you. That's it.
And she is 100% correct. You see, let's just forget everything for a second. Forget everything for a second and go by science. You see, men are masculine. Masculine men likes feminine women. Women that are soft. Women that are soft-spoken. That's by design. That's nature.
Men do not want, a masculine man does not want a masculine woman. A masculine man wants a feminine woman. Soft, feminine, sexy, delicate. Not masculine. It doesn't mix. But you wonder why the shit don't work for you. Look at your behavior.
Same way women like masculine men. The same way women. That's why you have a lot of women that are like street guys, that like thugs, that like gangsters. Why? Because today, quote unquote, that's masculine. Those are manly men. So women are attracted to that. It's human nature. Ladies, if you want a good man to put a ring on it, you have to be a feminine woman.
And if you want the Pookie and Ray Rays, don't get mad and complain when they do what they do. I don't want to fucking hear it. Don't complain. Don't get mad. Just accept it. You chose him. You chose to give him unlimited cheeks. And you chose to friend zone the good man. If you didn't give him no cheeks, but you gave him limited cheeks. Come on now.
Let go of your masculine traits. Anything that's masculine that's about you, let it go.
He to do all the shutting up and, do all the catering to him things. And it's like, you're not giving me enough. So am I supposed to keep talking to him?
What you mean not giving you enough?
I don't feel like he's giving me enough.
Enough what?
I just feel like you're not giving me enough money and all of that for me to shut up. You know how to shut up.
When a person says, I feel, what do you feel? They're coming from an emotional place. But listen to what mom says. Mom breaks it down, though.
Shut your fucking mouth. What do you mean? You want money or you want you a good man?
I want both.
You know the money is connected to you shutting your fucking mouth, right? So let me tell you something. This was my problem for a long time. I always thought I had to have the last say so, you know? And I never thought I was wrong. And let me tell you something. I had a good man and I lost him. And I lost him because I was so stuck in my ways. I need money.
Whoever that's sitting in the back seat, they quiet, but they listening. What mom's about to say is what modern women need to listen to and need to understand. Mom's got her shoulder pads and helmet, and she cracking.
I need this. And he wasn't rich. He wasn't rich. And I was so used to dating guys who would just spend money on me. But this one guy, he was different and Lawson. I went, shut the fuck up. And he left me and went and got a whole nother woman. And you look at these people and be like, she's stupid. I'm going there. You don't have to be a pick me to shut up. You need to let a man lead. Let him lead and let him do him, you know? Let me tell you something. A lot of women ain't got no man because they got so used to doing this shit. They said they're so used to seeing their mamas be single mothers. Yeah. And they don't know what it's like to let a man lead the house. Let that.
Those patterns. Single parent household, which you grew up seeing mama doing. You grew up seeing how mom behaves. You grew up seeing how mom moved. Come on now. Then on top of that, you got childhood trauma. Shit that happened to you as a child. What was done to you, what was said, what you grew up around. You didn't deal with that. So as an adult, the shit creeps up on you, especially when it comes to your social life and your love life. Oh, it really creeps up.
That man lead the house and shut your up. Because let me tell you, you need money. The money is connected to your mouth. And I ain't talking about that mouth. That too, but not that. The money is connected to your mouth. You gotta shut up. You know, when he says, baby, I need you to cook me something. Yes, baby, what you need? If you don't agree with something he said, you let him speak and you say, baby, I think, you know, maybe we can, was there something I said wrong that triggered you? Or how can I understand you better? You know, it's about your wording. You don't always speak out the mouth. Okay. You have to communicate with him because that mouth is, that's why you ain't getting the money. See, the other guy get the money quick because you don't mean nothing to him. So it's nothing. What's money to money?
Whoever's sitting in that back seat, oh my gosh. A large number of, modern women, they need to hear this. Moms just laid out the blueprint. Women of good character, women of good sense, they get it. They get it. They understand. It's understood. They receive. It's the modern women. That's the problem. And it's easy to identify